What's good with YouTube? You already know. Big Flocko with a convict's perspective, and I'm gonna smash, dash, and slide on through with a whole lot of energy. Please hit the like, subscribe, comment, and do all those things to help support this channel. And as you can tell, I got another one with Scrappy. Now, this is a question I asked him a couple months ago, and he did this video, a few months back. I asked him, I said, hey, would the Nuestra Cosa ever go back to the GP side? He gave me a very detailed response to it, man. So here's his position as far as where his movement stands, as far as if the Nuestra Cosa was ever to go due to all the integration. This is where they stand.
Hey, what to do, Flock? Yeah, bro. It's another one like the other one. Right here chilling, man. You know, kicking back, man. The spring love, man. Just right here kicking it, man. Trying to stay out the way. But yeah, man, you said what if the NCs would go back to the main line? Yeah, okay, a lot of people don't know this. In 2017, I'm in the whole weapons case. They found a weapon in my TV because somebody got caught with a kite in high desert. Some rider dude talking about they was gonna get me, whatever. And IGI came. They came and investigated me. I'm like, what the hell? Oh, you're trying to hit my house and do all kinds of weird shit. But yeah, man, they ended up finding a knife inside my TV, and yeah. So I went to the hole. So I'm back there. I'm back there with a few of my vehicles, and we get to talking, and it's around the time we start talking about the name change and all that too with the NC, from compadre to Cosa, to cut ties with all rider attachments, and just push our own agenda because they had gone too far from what we had originally were founded upon. And so while we were in the hole, we had been getting hit by IGI regularly, them tearing up our cell, whatever. And we brought up the idea, well, what's up, man? Let's you guys are tripping on us. We had a riot probably I want to say about 5-6 months before, against the blacks, and we sent 6 blacks to the outside hospital. It wasn't even a racial thing, man. A lot of people don't know this, man. It's a funny story though, but yeah, it was over some damn magic cars, man. And they had this dude that was this gigantic dude, man. He was 6'7", whatever. And big cat, and he was right there on our table, and they were playing magic cards with the homies at the rider/NC table. And I don't know, this dude was just wigging out, man. He started disrespecting the homies, and the homies told this dude, man, you can get the hell up out of our area, bro. You gonna come out here with all that? And old boy was getting all loud and boisterous, and yeah, one of the homies jumped on the table and kicked that fool in the face, and he knocked him out like split second though. But the homie, he didn't continue to keep bombing on him, and that was the homie Weddle from Delhi, and he jumped back down the long way, instead of just continuing, kick him, do whatever. And dude got his wits about him, and dude's huge. Like I say, he's 6'7", almost 400 pounds, and the homie Weddle probably 6'2", probably 180 pounds. And bro gets the wits about him, and he swings on the homie and drops him. Damn. Okay, so a couple other little homies, they were NCs actually. They started attacking this dude. And I don't know weapons, just taking off on him because this is just a fist fight thing in Slinger's Valley. Okay, let's just handle it. And but the homies is little, man. The homies is probably my size or smaller, and them dudes man, this dude's he's huge. So I don't know why all the blacks are running towards the area, all the LA Crips, and they were man, let's just be a one-on-one. And we wasn't about to have all that, man. You already know when something or somebody infringes upon our security, you cross that line, it ain't no going back. So what ended up happening is one of my homies, he was like, bro, what we want to do, man? What's up? These fools coming towards the area, throwing their hands up, talking about one-on-one, and but they coming kind of aggressive. So I'm like, look, bro, like grab the bangers, bro. Forget all this. There ain't nobody can come up towards our area. You don't care how deep they is, how big they is, but this what's gonna happen. And I went to one of the area where one of the knives was buried, and I ended up finding two. I'm like, oh, okay, shoot. So I got two knives in my hand now. So yeah, trip, man. I ended up pulling two pieces, which wasn't coordinated. I didn't mean to grab two knives out of the thing, but we had a steel garden and with numerous pieces, probably like 20 knives out there. It was probably like 24 homies, and as NCs, at that time we were undercover. Riders didn't know that we had already created within the rider movement, and we're pushing the old agenda. Yeah, all the homies out there banging up. Everybody got their straps, and we're all NCs. The riders didn't have to. They weren't obligated to use weapons as the NCs are. In an event like this, all the NCs, you're supposed to show out. So, yeah, it kicks off, and the blacks start running towards our way, and it was like four of them running towards me, and they're running, but then they're like, man, one-on-one. And I'm like, bruh, forget you. And I just swing my piece at, one who I was really, really cool with, man. The homie from LA, man, from Ford Trek. And I'm like, man, but I ain't even trying to get off of bruh, because that's the homie shit, but, it is what it is. We at war now. So, I swing towards his face with the piece out of my left hand. So I got a plastic one on my left hand, and I got an ice pick in my right hand, a metal ice pick. And, he's right there with his 3-4 homies, and they're like, man, he grabs them by the shirt and was like, cuz, they got bangers, cuz, they got bangers. And they start, backpedaling and running away. And out of the corner of my eye, I see this one, trying to posture up on one of the homies, square up. Some dude that, some dude from Schoolyard that had testified, and a bunch of dudes, I forgot the name, A+ or something like that. And, this individual, he's trying to square up with the homie, so, I see him throw a punch, I duck the punch, and, I hit him, boom, right in his chest. I mean, popped his lung real quick, and I think I hit him another time right there, like in his hip, because he kept swinging, and I went low, boom, hit him hip, and then I spun out, and the homie knocked him out, boom, and, I'm just trying to, figure out who's doing what. See homies over there doing their thing, getting off. See blacks right there trying to fight back. A lot of the blacks are big, healthy boys, but we had a lot of big, healthy boys on our side, too. In fact, we had some Mexicans that was way bigger than the blacks. But, yeah, man, and, it was just going off full scale, bombs going off. They're shooting little rounds here and there, and, I see this one cat from 60s, because most of these dudes was from Rolling 60s crib. They was all LA cats. And, I see this dude trying to square up with the homie, and the homie dips him and takes him down. And my homie, and I ain't gonna say no name, but, he can get on top of this dude and starts banging him out in the face. And the homie got a plastic piece, just something to carry around, beat the metal detectors. And, he's over there banging this dude out. Bam, bam, bam. Getting off. And the homie so, I guess he was on heroin that day. And he's so, gacked out that he jumps off dude, takes like 3 steps away after he stabbed dude off in the face. And, he starts throwing up. I'm like, oh, shoot, okay. Old boy that got stabbed in the face, it's just a plastic one. So, it's just going to leave some little surface marks. He gets back up and tries to, try to, throw some punches. And the other homie comes out the way, and, he grabs dude and does the same thing. Dips dude by the leg, throws him on his side, and, I get up on top of dude, I run over there and I start stabbing him in the chest there, in the face, and then with my left hand and my right hand, I start hitting him with the ice pick all up in his back. So back and forth, each hand to the left, right, and I hit the dude probably like 13, 14 times, and then he starts screaming, man. He starts screaming, talking about black man down. So something, I don't know why he was saying all that. It was kind of peculiar. But he's like, black man down, help, black man down. And I'm like, okay. While boys yelling and stuff, I bust on him a couple more times, man. Put a couple more holes in him. And, he curled up a little ball, like a fetal position. And, I feel something hit me in the back of my head. I guess they shot a rubber bullet back of my head, man. Shoot, I seen white like for like a split second, like very quick, boom. Turn around, I thought somebody hit me. Turn around, ain't nobody there. I was like, damn, okay. Police over here shooting this stuff. So, yeah, man. It's just gas. Like the tear gas is everywhere and whatnot. Normal riot. There's always bombs going off and whatnot, little grenades with pellets and whatnot in it, and yeah, so everybody's there was chaos, man. There's like 27 blacks and 27 homies, including some ex-outsiders, Asian, Samoans, and just people who full on supported us, supported the riders, at the time, because like I said, everybody thought we were riders, and really only some of us were. The rest of us were NCs, but undercover, using the color of the rider banner to pretty much assimilate those who upheld the same ideals, and that's what it was. So it's going on, this little riot, and there's bodies everywhere, everybody's throwing punches, homies. I see one homie stabbed the homie that I was really cool with, and he stabbed the brother, because I seen him, I passed right by him, I had both my pieces, and I'm like, you just have that respect for somebody in the yard that you share a common bond with, and that you click with. And this brother happened to be a Keyway from Long Beach, and I'm like, he looked at me, I looked at him. He didn't have no bang or nothing though, but I just felt, I'm not gonna bang this dude out, bro, because it's the homie right here. When it's all over, everybody figures it out. It's like, it's not worth losing a good friend, somebody I do business with, and we got things in motion together, got the whole phone trip, dope going, everything going on. So it's like, man, he looked at me, I look at him, we just shake our head, and he pushed off, and I push off to go, look for some more of his homies, and he was messed up because I seen him walk away as he was bailing to the side. Another homies that was even, like pretty much just as tight as me and him were, one of my homies, another NC, comes up and starts blasting him. I was like, oh shit, okay, man. But yeah, that's how it is though, when it's going down, it's like, man, all that camaraderie and that friendship, man, sometimes got to go out the window. But I knew what it was about, so I wasn't about to have any hatred towards these individuals. And a lot of people try to say afterwards there was a racial thing. It was not racial. Like, we had 3 homies that were riders at that time that were black. Like, this was not a race thing. We don't look at color like that. I'm a northerner, so it's not even about that. If you're in the Bay, you from the Bay. I mean, pretty much, you pretty much a nigga, bro. Like, you is. I mean, like, we all one up there. So yeah, man. So what's going on? And everybody gets down for like the first wave. I get down staring at these three blacks, and I'm like, man, what's up, bro? Like hop up. And they just turn their head like, nah, I don't want to get involved. It was some homies from the Bay. They're like, man, we ain't involved in this. I'm like, okay. I mean, see another brother from LA, like, what's up? He's like, he threw his peace sign at me, and my eye was good. So on the basketball court, because right here in Stevens Valley on DR, they got the basketball court up by the gym, and this brother pops up and starts disrespecting. So some other homies come up and start smashing on them. Man, you know, they doing their thing. And my goal now is to get the individual who started all this. So I pop back up, and there's the OG. I mean, so like I said, I ain't gonna say no names, but you know, some individual who was rolling with us at the time, who's no longer in good standing, but he right there. So I passed this individual a plastic piece. And I'm like, here, bro, here's the plastic one. And he looking all spooked, like he don't even know what's going on, like he out of it. I don't know, he got punched in the head or whatnot. I don't know, but his belt looked like it's wrong. And you know, later find out, man, he didn't even do anything. But like I said, man, that's why the individual's in the position he's in. But you know, I make a beeline straight to this individual who started it all. I got the ice pick on me still. Yeah, man, I make a beeline towards this individual that initiated all this chaos. And you know, my plans is to you know, try to take dude out. So I'm running full speed, and you know, he's already laid out. One of the homies already dropped him. Like another homie was ex-outsider, and you know, we get this common, you know, misconception that NC's all up north. Yeah, right. They're like serious. NC's is you know, its own entity. Doesn't care about north, south, or what some people did 50, 60 years ago. We don't care about that war. That had nothing to do with us. You know, a lot of us are from up north. We have a lot of up north traits because, you know, that's the easiest and most effective way to maneuver while you're in the penal system. Other than that, nah. We are from where we're from. There's whites, blacks, you know, Asians, Samoans, you know, Mexicans, everything, every race there is, man. Nobody discriminates. That would defeat our purpose of having our own thing, you know. But yeah, so dude's laid out on his stomach, and I'm making a beeline towards him. They start shooting at me with the canisters and whatnot. The police, because they had formed a skirmish line with like 40 cops. You know how they do. They just, you know, they come from all yards, and you know, they get pretty much arm's distance from each other, and they have their spray, they have their batons and the guns or whatever they're shooting out of them. And you know, I'm about 15 feet to this dude, man, and they start bucking like, oh shoot, okay, well, that's not gonna work because they're gonna tag me before I even get there. So I use a little smoke thing, like the tear gas, and I use that as kind of like cover. And I spin, you know, your boy used to play baseball. I was really good, you know, I was pitching and all that when I was a kid, all-stars, whatnot. But you know, I chucked that ice pick right at a police. I don't know who it is. It's just a wall of cops, you know. And you know, they have to stay on the grass line, trying to you know, contain the riot. You know, so you know, I throw as hard as I could, and they hit somebody. You know, later on they're trying to find out who threw it. You know, break no skin or nothing, man. It's probably just hit him with a handle or something. But you know, I had a board trying to get old boy and take cover because, you know, the line started moving forward, and you know, all the cops is coming, so you know, they're gonna contain us, you know, corral us in. And yeah, so I get down over there by the handball courts, and you know, I'm down right there, and all the homies is just congregating, you know, chopping it up, and like, you know, like, what the hell, man, what happened with all this? You know, it was chaos. Like I said, it was not a racial thing at all. It has no relation to any race, Mexican versus black, none of that. You know, it's just something that happened over some magic cards. But yeah, that riot kind of like set the tone for our demonstrations, because, you know, we hospitalized 6 of them. You know, one of the black dudes had he looked like the Raider emblem. He had a knife sticking out of his head. The homie had to pull it out of him, you know, and get it back. And you know, it was crazy, man. It's just you know, one of them scenes. Like I said, 6 of them were hospitalized. I'm providing the paperwork right here, so y'all can see it. But you know, that had set the tone for the yard and how the NRs and NCs pushed. And you know, there was probably like 5 other attempted murders that we had done, just cleaning up house and taking dudes down that disrespected us. And when we went to the hole, or when I went to the hole in 2017 for that knife, we had meetings with Captain Mojica. He was the Sea Yard captain, and that's where the Bulldogs and the New Flowers were on the upper yard, and then you had all the other GPSTGs on the lower yard. So we had a series of meetings, me and one of my homies, Sporty, with Captain Mojica, about allowing us to program on the Bulldog yard, because a lot of people don't know, early in the Rider existence, we were trying to program with the Bulldogs, and the Bulldogs on death row where we were at in East Block, and the Bulldogs that were in the hole right there housed with us, and in Carson's section, we were trying to get a Bulldog Northern Rider yard, because we were all GP at the time. So this was kind of a throwback to that. A lot of people don't know either. In 2015, when I had been out the hole for like 3 years, the whole thing went down over here when the war started with the 2-5ers. We almost killed these dudes, cut their guts out and whatnot. There was a push that I had implemented within the Riders before separation to try to take at least 100 of us back to the main lines and push a mainline effort to where we can at least establish a prison or two on a 180 yard. But then this whole war and beef between Snoop happened, so that didn't happen. So this was a throwback to all that. And CR police, that was with it. They had the AW involved with everybody. But when it came down to it, the Bulldogs themselves had said, nah, we don't want them over here. They don't want the Northern Riders over here. They were on a SNY yard before. We can't program with them. We're like, okay, well, it is what it is. And the captains over there and everything said too, like, the way we pushed, the way we made our knives, everything was entirely different. It was like old school 90s and 80s. And a lot of our people do that. That's their thing. Your weapon is the extension of you. It's who you are, your personality, and it's your language when you're going into battle. And it has your intent behind it. So we take care of them. We provide a weapon at least once a month that goes in the steel garden. If it's not used, it's not used. Just add it to extra, but to show that your training is up, and it's there for us. But yeah, man, that was our push, man. And I guess the Bulldogs shut that down. We had like a statewide search against us, and they came and they searched, and we asked the cops. This is like mid 2017 when I got out the hole, before we killed before we almost killed the 4 2-5ers in the yard. And they were like, yeah, well, it looks like you're not going to the main line, man. Bulldogs don't want you over there. We had a meeting with them, and they're cool. We're like, oh man, that's crazy. But so that just got ditched after that. And then they had said too, like, you guys keep your violence, we'll send you guys back to SY. We don't have violence like that in the main line no more because of the end of hostilities. So in a nutshell, man, that's pretty much what rounded it about. But yeah, we did try to do a mainline effort. We did try to go back out there, and people would say, oh yeah, they couldn't handle it. Like, if you could see the carnage and the level of what people do on this side, you trip out. Humans are humans. We're men. We can exact the same damage as anybody else, and a lot of people on that side ain't committed to it. Some are, some aren't. Some want a pathway later on to change their life, or to come to the SNY side and live a new life. See, on this side, a lot of people already chose that, or thought they were choosing that, but couldn't let things go, and just went all in. And that's where you have the SNY killers now, the individuals who really don't care. It's just you live for you, your people, and the advancement of it, and you will do everything. On this side, everybody's got handcuff keys. Everybody's coming out their cuffs. Everybody's making the biggest, baddest bone crushers and using them. You can't wait to use them. It's like you're like a kid, waiting to play with a new toy. It's just what it is, and it's every man for himself on this side. So you're responsible for you within the parameters of your STG group. And like I said, it's a wicked place right here, because anything and anybody can get off on you or do whatever they want, whenever they want. They don't have to look at no big homies or answer up for it. Nah, bro. On this side, it's just do what you do. If you want to murk your celly, hey, go ahead and do it. I mean, that's on you, bro. This is your program. But like I said, man, it's always a pleasure getting on your show, bro. And thank you for the output and support for the books and everything I got going, bro. Thank you all, and have a blessed day.